Okay, hi, I'm Yanina. I'm from Canada. I'm in grade 9 and I'm very excited to be here. Um, it's your turn as soon as you're ready. Go ahead.
Sure. Hi, I'm Nirbhuy Arun. I'm 8 years old. Uh, and you might think is that's a very different topic, and it is. It's about sustainable energy. This time, it's a proof of concept. So, so this is our sustainable energy model. Um, and this provides a greener future to us. And so this is basically the hydrogen technology. So this is basically where the hydrogen is made. So the water where it's produced. So the water here is split into hydrogen and oxygen and is made possible by this wind turbine. The product here is the hydrogen. So the hydrogen is then compressed 2 times with a hydraulic piston, which goes and makes that hydrogen really pressurized. So it goes through under the cooling fans and is then compressed another time, and then it's cooled one more time too, and then it's stored. The hydrogen has some safety features. The safety features are that are like bolt loosening sensors, as you can see here, where the light changes. So then and there is the hydrogen fuel cell. The fuel cell converts the hydrogen into electricity, right? So first, here's the hydrogen in the cathode because it really likes the the positive electricities in charge. And there's a catalyst, which makes other new electrons to add up to what is there, which is hydrogen. And then the mix of the hydrogen and the electrons in the catalyst flows through this rod. And at the meantime, oxygen is also passed through. When the hydrogen goes to the next section of this hydrogen fuel cell, then the hydrogen here will turn into water, heat, and in this end of this reaction, there's also a little amount of energy there. And if we have a lot of stacks like these ones, like adjacent to this one, then the model will create enough energy to power a car. So if the hydrogen is stored, the stored hydrogen will later go to the dispensing station and power cars. The electricity from the fuel cell is then used to power other appliances. So this is basically how the model works. So let's go to the other parts of this model. So we're here. Let's talk basically about running the codes next. Well, you know this. And you already saw this code where if this red leak bolt is unscrewed, then there's a red light. And that's basically simple. But here's the next thing. No. We don't want this. We don't want this either. Okay, anyways. No. No, wait. Now this. No, this one. Wait, 1 minute. Don't worry.
Actually, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Is it possible to tilt your camera down just a little bit so we can see the entire model?
Wait. 1 minute. I'm right here. Okay. I'm getting there. So here's the hydrogen compressor, not the windmill. It's right here. And we have hopes it will work. Yeah, and it's working. Wait, 1 minute. Wait. Yeah, good. So that's basically, I don't know what happened to that one. But wait, here's the next model. But it did work actually. Yeah. Wait. And this is what happens when they're both things connected. The other thing will just make the code and run up and fly and make those stuff to happen. Wait, 1 minute. This creates always a problem. Always a problem. Wait, 1 minute. Yeah, it's working now. And those are our 3 builds that we know regarding this. Thank you.
Your camera's moving all by itself, Nirbhuy. It's like on wheels or something. Is it mom powered right now?
I don't know what's happening with that camera. Sorry, I was a bit too busy on those running codes.
That's okay.
I can possibly.
Now, what's this over on this side? Yeah, what's that?
That's a windmill. That powers the catalysis unit over here, which produces the hydrogen.
Does it work if you put it? Well, it works.
Yeah.
But you have to power your windmill. I think that's kind of
Yeah.
where you live. Is it windy?
Well, Washington State, like majority, 67%, with power has a reputation for using using its hydroelectric power, but there is a bit there is a bit wind up here in the mountains. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Showing the presentation. Yeah. Which means that it's a little funny, but no, but if we want some wind, you know where that Seattle range is? It's on the top where you and then on the way from Richland to Seattle, there's this mountain which goes up, and then over there it's called ryegrass, and there are so many wind turbines over there, and imagine if there are so many windmills on the top of that mountain, and on the bottom near the Yakima or Columbia, near the Columbia River gorge, there will be that the electrolysis unit, and imagine how much time it will take to reach. And that's one problem if there's wind. It has to be high up in the mountains.
Did you live high up in the mountains?
We're not as far high as in the mountains, but probably at like a 400 feet sea level, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. And
I was in Washington in February,
oh,
but I don't
wow.
think I was near your house. I was in Centralia.
What?
In Centralia. It's not too far over the border from Oregon, because I was visiting my son in Portland, and I met a friend who lives in Seattle. I met her in Centralia. Do you know where that is?
No, we don't know that.
Okay. All right. Janina, do you have questions for Nirbhuy?
Questions. Okay, first of all, I just want to start off by saying that this is obviously a very cool model. Two questions. First of all, what inspired you to build this model? What inspired you to become interested in wind energy?
Well, this model, you're close, but this model is mainly about hydrogen, actually. Hydrogen generating and turning it into the electricity. So the main thing that inspired us is that we were doing some kind of general project, and then we're thinking, okay, let's take solar. Solar first. Solar is just and when it's sunny, and when the Go Solar ads, it says well, they hear that the solar doesn't work in Washington, and that's not true. And that's one thing, really. Well, solar does work. Yeah, only sometimes. That is a true fact. I don't know why the Go Solar people are not agreeing to that, but they are having. Well, the solar is a good source of energy. I don't say no, but it also has its limitations. So we thought we'd have to improve this, and we need our contribution from our side to help the world get better. And if only one person has a contribution and the rest don't, it's not like a good good start. So basically, what we wanted is that we want an alternate energy source. Uh, uh, well, when we get fossil fuels, well, that is harming the earth, and that is obvious. Everybody knows that fossil fuels are harming the earth, but when maybe that makes birds, the ecosystem, a little like birds' wings can be cut off. Or there are many disadvantages, but the hydrogen is the one which has the least disadvantage here. And hydrogen, and hydrogen, really what it did is that its objective, even though the process is longer, it's more sustainable. You know why? Because the hydrogen is both the hydrogen part is both sustainable and reliable, which means that hydrogen can be produced in off-peak hours and can be used or fed into the power grid by the help of a fuel cell when energy is in high demand. So that's what it basically is. So what? And it's reliable. Hydrogen is a reliable option because hydrogen is a reliable option because the water which is emitted out of the fuel stacks of hydrogen cars can then be sucked from the atmosphere and then brought to the fuel back to the electrolysis unit, followed by the wind turbine, and the cycle goes over and over and over again. So that's what made me inspired.
Okay, great. I think it's quite obvious that you're very passionate about this topic. Do you have hopes or dreams, like long-term, like speaking long-term wise, for your model for hydroelectricity?
Well, we our next step in this project is to make the same proof of concept thing, but with a same proof of concept, but instead of windmills, it's hydroelectricity, and then probably in long-term goals, we could both make cars which use battery, hydrogen, and probably ethanol power, and all mix, plus a real life model, or a real life model which had hydroelectricity and electrolysis unit, but in a different way, like methane and water mix, to make a larger quantity of to make a larger quantity of energy at the same time? And that was two great questions. I loved it.
I really appreciate your answers. I think those are like the two main questions I had. I just want to applaud you again for your innovation at such a young age. I think the future is very promising.
Thank you so much.
You
Hey,
know
hello,
what?
Nearby.
Hello.
Hi, Arturo.
Hello, everyone. Nearby, it's always great to see you every Global Innovation Field Trip. I mean, I think you've been here since the first edition, and every time you bring like new surprises. So I'm just like very, very enthusiastic to find out what are the things we will be showing. You're such a great inventor and a great innovator. You really
Thank you.
inspire me for real.
Thank you.
You know, Jake and I did a podcast with Nirbhuy, and I asked him, I said, Nirbhuy, so I like to ask students, what do you do when you're not, creating and inventing and, this kind of stuff? And he goes, when I'm not inventing,
This is
I'm
actually
thinking
possible to not invent.
about inventing. That's what he does when he's not doing it. He's thinking about doing it. Do you remember that, Nirbhuy?
Well, that's not. Well, the exact point I'm trying to say is, when I'm not inventing, it means that it basically means that when I'm not inventing and I'm learning math or stuff at that time, I'm probably gonna learn it as thorough enough to apply it when I invent. See, that's what I'm saying. Cycle. I do. It's just a cycle. That's how simple.
That's awesome. Now, Nirvai, I have been always wondering, and I have a big question for you. You are a really experienced inventor now, even though you're young. Have you started mentoring or training anyone else, like a friend or a cousin or a neighbor? No, anyone? I think that should be like the next step. By the time someone comes close and say, "Hey, Nirvai, help me invent something," I'm sure you're going to be a real good coach.
Thanks. And that was good feedback. I loved it.
Well, don't you think that's a good way to give back? Is to share some of your secrets with other kids and help them get that desire to invent too?
Of course, that's a good one. I'm already working on my other new project out there.
Well, what is it?
Well, it's just starting off as a basic project, with a 360-degree servo motors. And I had to rebuild the whole thing because we didn't have the correct servo motors there in that project.
Well, we can't wait to see it. I really hope you present it in the next gift event.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, he'll be here. Right, Nirbhuy, you will be back.
Yeah, we will.
Good work. Next time we want to see your whole face the whole time. So you have to work it out. So you have a chair right there so you can show your whole model and your whole face. Because when you get excited, you start moving off camera and we can't see you anymore.
And you're growing so fast, so the camera is pointing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a little bit more like it.
That's good.
Well, Nirbhuy, our time is almost over, but so is my time. I have to leave it in good hands with Arturo and with Janina. And I think Ting is going to help some of the next presenters as well. So I am going to say goodbye, and you can say goodbye at the same time, Nirbhuy.
Thank
Hi,
you so
Ting.
much. Bye.